Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. We are back in the big shop over here at San Limo. As you can hear, it's really echoey in here because we have got cars gone. Everything is just about wrapped up over here. Still working on this Tatum. I'm just gonna finish up the wiring on this thing. As you guys can see, I've got all of the accessories mounted in the dash. I gotta drill a couple more holes here, but that's no big deal. And then as I showed you guys earlier, the grinder got away from me. I'm gonna put his USB port right there. So you won't see that anymore, and this thing will be all good. As you guys can see, I've got the tools of the trade out, and I'm in here sorting out all this mess of wiring that he had going on in here. We're gonna get all this stuff soldered up, cleaned up, covered up, and finished up in this video, and this Tatum will be ready to roll. Heck yeah, boys. Wow, sick. All right, guys, well, the Tatum is all wrapped up. I've got all the switches relabeled. I had a bunch of extra stuff, so this is gonna be the start button. But we got power, big Holly dash, got our lights, whip lights with the tail lights, light bar, dome lights, got his fancy little underglows going on here, and then we go ahead and kick the start button. And she is a runner, ready to go. So this Tatum will be back out in the dunes. If you guys see him driving around the dunes, kick him over. And this is frequent flyer. We've redone the back half of this car so he stops breaking it. Joe went ahead and re-gusseted this entire back end. X-braced it, kind of like we do at our San Limos.
Now it's ready to rock.
Yeah.
Now we're ready to rock.
So he's putting the seats back in, bolting everything up. This thing's all finished up. I've gone through all the wiring, made sure it was all Sano, added the big dash, and another one back in the dunes, boys. What's up, guys? Welcome back once again to the channel. It is, how do I explain this weekend? This is Christmas weekend leading into New Year's week, because New Year's is in the middle of the week this time. But we are out here at GLAMIS FAB, and it's already starting, boys. The minute we open the gate, there's already cars here. Dave's out here. Brandon's here. Wedo just went for a trash run. Joe's out here with a measuring tape already. So it's already starting. You guys stick around. We'll bring you the carnage as it comes, as usual. And thanks for joining us today. Hey guys, so like I said, already starting out here today. It's a little loud, but we're just did a CV service on that car. Brandon's over here on the TIG table. Wedo's here. Brandon did a tab. And then we're about to work on this A-arm over here. Holy moly, that thing is broken.
Ready?
Yep. Joe's gonna heat that up. Once it gets red hot, I'm gonna reach up on the top and I'm gonna pull that down so it goes straight. All right, so Joe torched it. We got it bent.
So I'm gonna tack this up a little bit.
He's gonna tack that up and then just burn all that. All right, guys, while Joe's doing that, we're going to jump over here and see what else is going on.
Yeah, it's the 14th, so.
What are you working on?
I am working on a razor. The lineman thought he said it's about a quarter toe.
Quarter in?
Out.
Oh, quarter out. We need a quarter in.
We're getting
Oh, yeah, you can see it from here.
The mayhem has begun.
Hell yeah. Finished up that arm. Customer's on his way. Wedo and I just set the alignment on that car. 1/4-inch toe in. And there's a couple guys waiting for service. starting to pick up out here, guys. Brandon, what are you working on? And then put paddles on. All right. Another one back in the dunes, boys. Radiator with a hole in it. I went ahead and soldered it shut. And a Funko coming in, something on the rear trailing arm. Let's see. Where are we at on this thing? Cracked arm. All right, Joe's gonna get his favorite tool out and torch off all this fresh powder coat. Yeah.
That shit's so thin.
Yeah, super thin ski. Both sides? Both sides. Joe's gonna torch it. Brandon's gonna jump in there and weld it. And that'll be another one back in the dunes. And Wedo is out here doing tires.
Yeah, it was just 2 of us.
Next car up is a Toyota Tundra. Got that Funko welded up and out of here already. And we're gonna do some welding underneath this thing. All right, guys, so next thing is spindle repair. We do a couple of these every weekend for sure. Joe's got it all tacked up. I got it cut for him, so he's gonna go ahead and take that in. We got the whole assembly taken apart. The old one right there, when you have to weld a nut on the back to hold it so we can get the regular nut off. I got it prepped for him, and he is taking away. All TIG welded up, and we'll let it cool off for a few before he quenches it, and then nope, he's going to quench it right now. And then we'll get it put back together. Another one back in the dunes, boys. Next up, got a razor coming in, broken axle, and aftermarket rear arms. Aftermarket radius. Pain in the butt. Time lapse. But then Joe and I did double rears, and it was 5 minutes and 32 seconds using the same tools. So, Brandon's putting the wheel back on. Another one back in the dunes, guys. All right.
Too many left turns.
Too many left turns. That's it. Man.
Too many left turns.
We need to just crack a doodle right there. So, U-joint just cracked. This car's been through hell and back, but it's a good car, man. It'll get you wherever you want to go in the dunes. What? Yeah, so there's that.
All right. That's right up.
Love this, you guys. Check that out.
Hi, buddy.
Got his little seat back there. Guys, this is what I talk about when I tell you, you can get into this sport for little money. Like, Roscoe's definitely on a budget. It's an older beam car, but it goes everywhere he wants it to go. It's got a bus transmission and an Ecotec in it, so flawlessly runs. And this car will go anywhere. It's been to China Wall. This car's been everywhere out here, right?
Sure.
Yeah, this car.
20+ years.
Yeah, 20 years, and definitely a low budget car, which is great. And you guys can get into this sport, and it's not that expensive. You don't have to have a $200,000 car to come out here to the dunes. And she's back together. I got the spindle prepped and extracted for Brandon. He's TIG welding it back in. I think it's never gonna break. Now, what are we doing for your car? I see oil on the ground.
We're gonna weld on the tranny bracket up on the top.
Okay. Cool. He'll jump on that as soon as he's done there. Wow.
Want to touch it?
No.
Okay.
Nope. I gotta be stoked. We got his rotor straightened out.
Now it's time
Back
to
got that spindle fixed. Next car up is this Razor Pro R. It's on these tensors. Just not enough paddle for this car. So we're gonna move them up to an 18 paddle Rogue, and should be all the paddle this car needs. This car doesn't make a whole lot of power. It's non-turbo, but with a 34-inch 18 paddle, it'll rip. All right, guys, I heard this thing pull up. I gotta come check it out. Yeah, buddy. What trans is it?
Argon.
LS in a Glide. Hell yeah. That thing's cool. Badass racer. Heck yeah, man. That thing's cool. Hell yeah. All right, another weld coming in. Doing tires on this guy. It's getting busy, boys.
Needs a start.
Ah. Brandon did some welding here on the shock mount. Got that thing all finished up. Another one back in the dunes. The Digital Dan's gonna need a starter. Oh, what else gonna need some help over here? Brandon was over here welding up a muffler. Got that all burned back together for a guy. Rogue Tires is here delivering tires. And there's a Buckshot X5. Brandon's working on another muffler. Joe went to get his chips and salsa. And I am gonna solder up this fuel pump. Looks like someone tried to solder it. Ugh. So I'll get this strip, get it soldered up. All right, guys. Well, the day is starting to wind down. It is, again, like I said, day one for New Year's week out here. Check this out, guys. San Luis Monster Cruiser for sale. This is very similar to my car. Same style chassis, same era of build. This was the ASA giveaway car at one time. That's why all the sponsors' names are on the side. But if you guys are looking for a Monster Cruiser, hit me up. Send me a DM. This car is for sale. It is out here at GLAMIS FAB. It is available for test rides. And it's a 2D car, but it is 383 LS. And it is bright green, but it is a cool car. Very reasonable on the price too. Send me a DM if you guys are interested. Hey guys, so I wanted to jump in here at the end of this video and talk for a couple of minutes. You know, a lot of other YouTubers have been covering this and talking about it. I'm sure you guys all know by now. Mr. Greg Biffle tragically passed away in a plane crash in North Carolina earlier this week. And what a tragic loss for a great human being. To say that I knew Greg was just to say that I knew him, even though his shop's only 1,000 yards from where we're at, or 100 yards from where our shop is. I didn't spend very much time with Greg. I did go dooning with him a few times outside of hanging out with him and Cletus. I had been out in the dunes with him prior to that and hung out quite a bit. Greg and I had a lot of mutual friends out here in Glamis, so that's kind of how I met him. I've been to a couple of his banquets there and a couple of his New Year's Eve parties at his place there. So what a tragic loss. I want to answer a couple of questions. I've been getting inundated with tons of people asking me, what's going on with his place and this and that out there. And to be totally honest with you guys, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what's going to go on with it. I don't know if he owns it, if Polaris owns it. The honest answer is, I don't know. And to be honest with you, I'm going to find out when everyone else finds out. So that's the short answer of it is I really don't know. What I do know is, it was a tragic loss for Greg and Christina and their son Ryder and Greg's daughter to pass away in that plane crash. I'd only met Facebook Craig once. He actually came to my house in Arizona and picked up Greg's car when I picked it up for him. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I did a little video about it a while back. I actually got Greg his car. Cletus and Greg gave me a budget to work with, and I'm actually the one who found him that blue Bud Light car in California. I just happened to be in California that weekend, and we were talking about, you know, getting Greg a sand car, and I found it, bought it, you know, got the sale done, picked it up, transported it to Arizona, and then Facebook Craig actually flew out from North Carolina, came to my house and picked it up. I only met the guy for, you know, a total of 30 minutes, but you start talking to him and it's like you've known him forever. He's just a really good dude. So, you know, unfortunately he lost his life in the plane crash as well. So yeah, guys, like I said, I know a lot of other people have been talking about this, and, you know, I've gotten a ton of people asking me, you know, my thoughts on it and this and that. And my honest thoughts is we lost a great human being. Greg had a heart of gold. He would give you the shirt off his back, and just a tragic deal. I ran into Greg in the dunes quite a few times with him pulled over and, you know, working on people's cars and trying to get people unstuck. You know, he's pulled motorhomes out that get stuck by his compound with his, you know, the snowcat or his tractor. I mean, the guy just, you know, he was a really good dude. And like I said, a tragic loss for another great human being and a fellow Dooner, you know, part of our little GLAMIS family out here, our little community. So rest in peace, Greg Biffle, Christina Ryder, and I believe his daughter's name was Emma, and Facebook Craig, as well as the pilots. Rest in peace, guys. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I'm going to try to get you guys daily coverage, daily uploads of what's going on out here at GLAMIS Fab all this week for New Year's. Tons of carnage. You guys stick around. Short of sounding cliche, I'm going to end this one off just like Cletus said. You guys, thanks for watching. Be like Biff, and we will see you guys in the next video.